Today I'd like to show you a way to clean your gym floor without a machine. What we're going to use is, as you can see, we're going to use this special apparatus called a V-sweep, a bucket of water and chemical, and microfiber pads. First of all, I'm going to dust mop the floor. Now this unit has two microfiber pads here. As you see, I'm using white. I'm going to use these to do the dust mopping. These are dry. You could spray these with water if you wanted to get a little bit more hold, but I'm just going to use them dry, and we're just going to push it down the floor. As you can see here, we take our handle and we spread it out, and as you can see, our dust mop now goes out to 72 inches. I'll be right back. Okay, now that I've dust mopped the floor, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this over, turn it over, and I'm going to take the pads off. As you can see, these are now covered with the dirt and everything that the pads have picked up. You can probably go half a gym, take a brush and brush these out, or better yet, take a HEPA filter vacuum and vacuum them out. That way we don't get any of that dust that we're going to be breathing. Now, for this program, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two microfiber pads, I'm going to pull them off, set these to the side, and we're going to mix up our chemicals. All right, so anytime that you're mixing chemicals, what you always want to do is you always want to make sure that you have your gloves on. So I'm going to put on my proper PPE, which is my gloves. In some cases, you might want to have goggles on. In this case, I'm using a measuring cup, as you can see, and I'm not going to have any splashing because I have better control. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take 16 ounces of this product, and I'm going to pour it into my mop bucket. Now, in this case, I have 2 gallons of water in here. The reason I like these is that they have measuring lines in here, so I can actually make sure that I have the right amount of fluid. And in this product, it actually is 16 ounces to a gallon of water. You always use your water first and mix your chemical to that. The product that we're using from SSS is a product that is made for renewing gym floors. And what this is going to do is we're mixing it with water. We're going to take our microfiber pads. You notice that I have the blue ones here. Doesn't really matter which color. You could use the white ones that I used before. Doesn't really matter. And I'm going to take these pads and I'm just going to put them into my solution. And the reason I like this wide bucket is because, as you can see, I can just fold these and lay these in here. Now, if you have several pairs of these pads, what you can do is you could put in more liquid, more pads, and have these sitting here ready for you. For today's demo, we're just going to do a small area. I'm not going to have more than one set of pads. You can take the pads and you can wring these out by hand. You know, some people will actually choose to use a wringer on a mop bucket. I'm not going to tell you which way to do that. There is a reason I use a sealable bucket, and I'll show you that a little bit later. The thing here is you're not trying to get all of the liquid out, you're just trying to get most of it out. As you see, it's not dripping off of it, it's not running off of it. So we're going to take these pads and we're going to put these onto our frame. And it's very easy to do. You just simply take and lay these on the frame like this, tuck it under here, in the corners, and now we have our system set up. Now, in most cases, you would have went all the way to the end of the gym, turned around, and came all the way back. You're going to make one pass with the pads. You're going to put them back into your bucket, wring them out again, and continue that all the way across your gym. Now, once that you've finished, what do? Well, you take your pads off, They've collected your material. You can put them back in the bucket. Remember, these are microfiber. They can sit in this product, not going to hurt them. We have our lid that we have here. We can reseal this and put our lid back on that. And now what we have is we have our pads, we have the chemical. Because here's the thing, your dirt is going to settle to the bottom. The chemical is still going to be usable. Depending on how soiled your gem is, will depend on how many times that you can reuse the product in here. I would say that in most cases, if you use the white pads to pre-dust mop, use your blue pads to clean the floor, that the solution in here, 2 gallons of solution, should actually do about 3 standard gems before you have to dump it all out, start over. So I want to thank you for coming to the Academy and learning about a program to clean a gem without a machine.